So my name is Jenni Bieck. I am the Director of Technology for Huberty CPAs. We have a number of locations in Wisconsin, and we do all sorts of tax returns, I guess, for purposes of using SafeSend Returns. Yeah, we were looking for a good digital solution to send tax returns to our clients. Well, we had a traditional, and we still have a traditional portal, and it works to send the copies to the clients. It just wasn't working well for this process. So we were looking for something that would help us kind of get things over to our clients in a much easier process. Explaining to the clients before what they had to sign, what they had to return was a really big deal. It took a lot of extra time to describe all of that part of the delivery process. So that was kind of what we were dealing with. And it still left our clients uneasy to do it the old way. So that's why we decided to look into SafeSend Returns, and it's been a very good move for us. So we learned about SafeSend Returns from an event that we had attended. I think it was actually one of the Boomer Technology Circles or Managing Circle, Partner Circle. And so once we heard about SafeSend Returns there, we started researching and talking with other CPA firms to learn more about their experiences and did some additional due diligence there to learn more about SafeSend. So to implement SafeSend Returns, we started with just one of our offices. We have multiple offices. And so they just started using SafeSend Returns for 1040 process only. And then they were able to take some time and kind of interview some of the clients, survey them, understand how things worked well for them. And then year two, we implemented SafeSend Returns across all of our offices. The office that did our first pilot, they picked up doing some business returns. So we've kind of did little bits and pieces to implement, and that seemed to work out really well for us. The process for implementation went pretty quickly. Some of our biggest challenges was just making sure we had email addresses available. But otherwise, it was pretty quick to go through and do the process, pretty easy for our team to learn as well. So SafeSend Returns has been really helpful in our assembly process. We have multiple offices, like I mentioned before, and we were actually able to centralize some of our assembly process where our clients are all using SafeSend Returns. It doesn't have to be processed within the single office that client is associated with. So that's been really helpful. The time savings itself it's a small amount for each client, but what's really been a big savings by using SafeSend Returns is that we're also saving a lot of money, just not needing to buy branded materials, envelopes, paper, all of those other physical documents that we need to assemble the return. We don't need to do all of that. And so that's been a big time saving there. There is some additional time savings as well with not having to do the printing and having to go through everything in a lot more detail. So it's hard to find the exact number of minutes of time saving per client. If I had to guess, it's probably only 5-10 minutes, which seems really small, but it's made things very easy, less follow-up to account for, and like I said, the actual purchase of physical paper and envelopes and all that kind of thing. The experience of using SafeSend has been very positive by our clients. I actually had an opportunity to sit down with one of our clients. She's an elderly client and she wanted to get her stuff. So I had actually went over to her house and walked her through the process because she was a little concerned about it. And it went really well. There's only one little part where she wasn't 100% sure, but everything else was super easy for her. And at the end, she said, wow, I could have even done this by myself. So SafeSend has also been really helpful for us. I mentioned before that we've been able to start centralizing some of our assembly process because we're an office, or because we're a firm with a number of offices. We've historically been very siloed for each office, and we've really been trying to make a push to be one firm no matter what location our clients come to. And so SafeSend's actually really helped us start transitioning to more of a one firm approach instead of this siloed approach. And that's, you know, with trying to hire employees and for the right office locations, that's been really helpful that we've been able to do this. And even having some of our people, if they've had to be remote, they've been able to still help with the process. Yes, we would recommend SafeSend to anybody else that's reached out. I know we've had a few, we're part of a number of other groups. We're CP America firm as well. And we've had people reach out with questions about using SafeSend, and we've definitely talked to them about how easy it's been, how it's saved us time and money with supplies, and just getting the right group of people together, no matter wherever they're located, they can help us assemble those returns, and that's been pretty easy. I thought that using SafeSend sooner is definitely helpful. We felt it was really easy to just jump in and start doing it. We tested a bunch of clients in advance before tax season started, and didn't have a ton of things that popped up that made us feel like we had to prepare much more in advance. It didn't take very long on the implementation process. More of our time was just convincing our clients it was worth trying. And so I think that's a really easy one to just kind of push through and do it early. We had started doing some sending of tax returns through our traditional portal, which we've really ended most of doing that because using SafeSend is an easier process. We know that the clients they know what they have to sign. Everything prompts them for what they need to do, including paying our invoices. And so we prefer sending everything that way. Looking forward, we're hoping that maybe we can eliminate some of the paper processing. That's still something that we're working through. We've had some really great success with the support. So if there was anything that came up that was unusual, support has always been really responsive. And so that's been really helpful, especially because you have something out there and it's not working right, or the client has something that's not working right. We've been able to get that immediate feedback from support on how to correct the issue and how to help them through that process. So that's been really wonderful too.